in certain times, right, 2:55 in the morning when I sleep, somebody will wake me up. Then something will tap me or pull my toes. I always realize it's 2:45, 2:55 in the morning. Then the church member told me, oh, maybe you have to do this divine mercy prayer. So I do every time I see a spirit, I do. Then I ask for them to pray for the purgatory. So I just do that. But the worst thing is, the more I do, the more I see. So I back away a bit because it's starting to frighten me.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
I come across one specific spirit that told me, it showed me, the moment this thing happened, right, in my eyes, right, I feel like I was sucked out. Like something dragged me out like that. And then I saw this girl drowning. And she's like 20 years. She's a very ambitious girl, want to work. And she's telling me she died before her time. She drive, and then one of the, I do not know what era, what time that was. She mom and lemas, and she's praying to go into heaven, but she cannot go. She's a Muslim, so she was sujood like that. That was the most weirdest experience I have. So I at first in the beginning I thought, oh, I'm going crazy in the beginning of the stages. Then when that Samia lady told me, oh, it's actually not you going crazy, it's just that you are resenting that energy that's coming to you, you're fighting it. That's why it's going haywire. If you're willing to accept it with different level, but I was taught to fight it, not go into it, because it would be a different thing. So from very young, I'm trying to avoid this. During my aunt's prayer, the lady said, oh, see, I have to tell you something. Do you know who's your father? I said, no, I don't, because I was raised by my stepfather and we don't ask out of respect. So I said, I'm not sure. Then she told me, do you sense things, see things, feel things? I said, yes. Then what do you do? I said, I ignore, because that's what I was trained to do. Then she said, okay, I have to share something. Your father comes from a line of like shaman, samyar. Every one generation, this gift will take a child to give the gift of feeling, seeing, communicating. So in your previous generation, your father's generation, your auntie or your father's siblings, one of the sisters got that gift. But in this generation, it chose you. So now what do you want to do? You have a choice. You want to use it or not, but it will be with you for this generation. It's a very rare generational gift. It's not 1, 2 generations. It comes from a very long line of generations.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. My mom doesn't like, because if I choose to use that gift, I have to change my religion. I have to change my practice. So my mother wants us to be Christian. She's hardcore. The way she thinks that as long as I'm Christian, right, it protects me from all of this thing. Because the moment I accept the gift, it's a whole other ball game already. But I'm not sure whether you will label this heaven or hell. But throughout that process, I had a dream. This is really a dream, where I woke up in a place like all was stones, like stones. I woke up and there was like one box of things and like fire, and there were people thrown inside, and I was like walking around and trying to find my exit in my dream. All I know is that I have to find a door. So in my dream I was looking up, but I see a lot of people was tortured in my dream. So I do not know what is it. So all I know is I have to find. I was having that dream, then I woke up, and then when I woke up I was thinking whether I was in hell or not, because it feels so real. The burn, everything feels so real. Then at that point I thought, oh, if I try to help the spirits or anything, or maybe I will end up in hell. So I cut it off. Even though they come to me, I just cut it off. I just ignore. Even though it passed by, I just ignore and don't know. I approached one of my church members. I did explain to her I had a dream like this and this. Oh, she said, oh, that means they are in purgatory. So I said, what should I do? She said, do you dream of it often? I said, no. But I told her one thing, in certain times, right, 2:55 in the morning when I sleep, somebody will wake me up. roughly around every day of my life. Still, it will wake me up. Sometimes it will tap, sometimes you just know. But I see the time around that time. So I said, okay, some is 3, some 2:55. I always realize it's 2:45, 2:55 in the morning. As I grow older, it got to the stand that, oh, I wake up, oh, I sleep back, right? Then something will tap me or pull my toes, like dragging me out. I said, oh, okay. Then the church member told me, oh, maybe you have to do this divine mercy prayer. So I do every time I see a spirit, I do. Then I ask for them to pray for the purgatory. So I just do that. But the worst thing is, the more I do, the more I see. So I back away a bit because it's starting to frighten me. But I want to share one story.
Okay.
Really close to my heart is my son.
Okay.
I really feel that my son will grow up to become a father in a church or priest, or he will do holy work. When my son was born, about 7 months, he had a rotavirus. The thing affected him so bad to the extent that middle of the night, I went back and I was so afraid because he became skinnier, weak. I brought him to that hospital in the middle of the night with my sister. Then the doctor told me, I'm so sorry, you have to bring him back. There's nothing we can do. And they already said the baby won't make it. My son won't make it the next day. And as a mother, I come to the hospital. They gave me some medicine and asked me to go back because I didn't take the rota injection for him. So I went back and he was purging, and so he was really weak already. Then in my heart, the doctor already told me he won't survive. So I was already at that point where this is a bit sad for me, because at the point that I thought, oh, I'm gonna lose my son and I don't know what to do. My husband is not there, I'm alone. And I was staying with my mom because he was sick. So my mom put him on the bed and I was sleeping. All I know, right, I was calling Jesus and said, can you please help my son? And then I went to the altar. For some reason, I went to my mom's altar. Then I look at the Mother Mary photo. Then I told Mother Mary, this is how you feel, right, when they nailed Jesus on the cross. That's how a mother felt. It should be that painful, right? The next day, my son was healthy.
Like that?
Just like that. No rotavirus found in the blood, in the body when they check. He was healthy. So I always take him as Mother Mary's son. He was healthy and he was not sick, nothing. The next day he was like just a healthy baby boy that was not sick to die the day before. So I told Mother Mary, I will always be here, and I know for a fact I know I have a mom and dad upstairs. Maybe it's because when I was growing up, my mom and dad wasn't around. So I always go to my mother's altar and I'll talk to them as they are there, because my whole house there's no one. I'm alone. So a lot of times I'll just talk to thin air. I'll just say, Dad, like this happened today. I just share like I'm talking to a father, because after my stepdad died, I don't have anyone. So I was like, okay, I'll just talk. But eventually when I grow up, it's like a sign that, oh, actually they were listening to me. Throughout my life, right, there's another incident that is very memorable to me. There were certain things that happened to my sister and brother and so on, and then it happens to me also. But we didn't know we had spiritual attack that time. My mom just one day said, hey, come, why don't you guys all look like very weird and out of energy. So she told my mom told me, hey, come, why don't we go see this auntie. Now she moved away. I'm not sure where she moved, because she also from India, the Samyara. She moved away. When we went and see her, she told my mom, hey, you guys got spiritual something attacking you. It's just that you don't see the wounds on your body. You have to go back and put turmeric. If you put turmeric, you will see all the wounds on your body. What happened at that time of point, right? This Samya lady, she put the turmeric. You know, Indians we always use, right? So she put everything. The moment I went back home, I take a bath, I can see scars on my neck, like somebody at me and pull. But I didn't know that is called spiritual attack. You cannot see in physical eye. Until now, everything is a learning point, because I started very late. And in the beginning, nobody teach me. Even when I was small, I used to tell Mom, I see this old man on the bicycle. She said, just close the door and come inside. There's no one. Ignore. Ignore will keep you safe.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.